Hey guys, Chanel here and welcome back to my channel. I'm a creative entrepreneur and on this channel I teach you guys how to be successful. Now Instagram is an amazing platform. It's filled with tons of different videos as well as photos that engage a lot of people. But I'm here to tell you today that the true magic actually goes down in the captions. Now your caption is pretty much what drives engagement, and this is what you will use to get your audience to purchase an ebook, buy a course, or even drive more traffic to your website. Now if you guys are interested in learning how to write captivating captions, how to actually boost your posts in the ranking of the algorithm, as well as how to drive more traffic to your business, then keep on watching. Now the first tip I have for you guys would actually be to keep your captions to the point, as well as to include reading breaks in your captions. It's a really good idea to pinpoint what your message is and to really think about exactly what you want to say. And the way that I do this is by actually thinking about my Instagram as kind of like a mini blog. Now pretty much the same tactic that I use in my blog is pretty much breaking up the text so that it doesn't look too overwhelming, and that's actually going to help people actually want to read your captions. Now the reason why I actually do this is because it's kind of like a psychological trick in the mind. Now the best way I could actually explain this is by showing you guys exactly what I mean. So I'm going to have two different posts right over here. Now the first example I want to show you is this one right here. This is just a whole bunch of text combined, looks kind of like a constitution. And then we also have this one over here, which is more so spaced out, it has paragraphs and everything like that. Would you want to read this one over here, or would you want to read this one? Now I'm pretty sure a lot of you ended up voting for this one over here. And the reason why is because, like I said, it's a psychological trick. It's the same amount of words, it's the same amount of text, but since it's broken up, it just looks easier on the eyes, and you should have the same exact tactic for your captions. If you want to know exactly how you can make these spaces in your captions, it's very, very simple. You can use emojis, bullet points, lines, dashes, symbols, pretty much everything like that. Or you could just use the regular indent tool when you are creating another text. If you guys are going to go that route, I would definitely recommend writing your post in a notepad first, because it just looks better and it's easier when it comes to editing. But if you are lazy like myself, you can actually use a free tool that I found online that actually breaks up your posts for you. If you guys do want to see this tool, be sure to check out the description box. Now the next tip that I have for you guys would be to put the juicy parts of your caption in the first two lines. Now when I say juicy, I mean this is pretty much what the main basis of your caption is going to be, but it's important to mention that based on what you actually put in those first two lines, that is what's going to actually get your audience curious to actually click the see more button. Now a couple of ways that I've actually been able to do this is by asking a question. I've also been able to make certain statements that I know people are going to want to click, aka clickbait, but it's not clickbait because I end up giving them what they want. And the third way I've done this is by giving that information or giving that value right there in the first two lines of my caption. Now my next tip for you guys would be to always have a call to action. Instagram is an amazing marketing platform, but a lot of people miss the value behind it because they don't have a call to action in their caption. Now, if you guys are wondering what a call to action is, or a CTA, it's basically when you get your followers to take an action. This could be telling them to like your photo. It could be maybe to swipe up. It could be to look at the link in your bio. It could even be to tag a friend so that somebody else can see this post. The reason why this is so important is because if you're using Instagram for a marketing tool like myself, you want to make sure that you are making a call to action that your audience can actually follow. Now, if you have a business account on Instagram, you actually see that Instagram does encourage this, because why? They want people to engage in your posts. They want to keep people on their platform for longer. So when you have a business account, you can actually see how many people did swipe up, how many people did click the link that you had in your bio, how many people did go somewhere else. All of that will be available to you in your analytics, and this is why it's so important to get that call to action, because that's actually how you're going to drive more traffic to your business. My next tip for you guys would be to tell your story on Instagram, but do it in a way where you are keeping your audience in mind. Now, I always say in my videos that Instagram is a platform that encourages you to engage with other people. So you should be doing the same thing when you're thinking about your caption. One of the things that I realize a lot of people do is that when they are making captions, they kind of make it just about them and their experience. And sometimes they kind of forget that, you know, we're reading this because we like you, but we also want to be a part of it as well, you know? So when you are writing your captions, you should absolutely be telling your story, but you should be writing it in a way where other people can relate, other people can chime in, other people will want to share something that they've gone through as well. Now, a good example of this would be in this post over here. I pretty much was able to write it in a way where I was discussing some of the issues I was facing as a content creator, but I also wrote it in a way where I was giving inspirational words as well as encouragement and uplifting other people who were going through the same thing. Now, if you guys are looking for a tip to see exactly how you can tell if your caption is going to relate as well as tell your story, is by ensuring that you're keeping storytelling as well as value inside of your captions. Combining both of these in all of your captions will not only resonate with your audience, but it's also going to build that relationship because your audience will see a side of you that they probably can relate to. Another tip that I have for you guys would be to watch your tone. And no, I'm not saying that in a way where I'm scolding you guys are being too rude and disrespectful. No, I don't mean like that. Essentially what I mean is that you should write the way that you speak. So for instance, if you're talking to a friend about something and you think you want to post it on Instagram, you should be writing your caption in the same way that you would be talking to one of your good friends. When you're using a tone that's more so on the friendly level, or you are pretty much writing the way that you normally speak, you have that ability to reach somebody in a way where it sounds like, okay, this is just one of my friends, and you're not coming off as formal. I've seen so many captions where people are writing in a way where it's like they're writing for their resume, or they're writing to, like, you know, get an entry into something. And if you continue to do that, you miss that mark of making that connection as well as building that relationship with your audience. So it's so important to make sure that you're speaking to them in a way that you would one of your good friends. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more videos on Instagram tips and tricks, be sure to check out these videos over here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.